Hey everybody, Seattle Forge here, North America server, Essex Clan. As you can see, we've got a 48% game, although later it says 50. And my buddies and I are in bottom tier, tier 6, heavy tanks. I think one of the things that kind of gets on my nerves is how many people kind of throw up their hands when they're at the bottom tier. It can be tough being in bottom tier heavy because people do expect you to go tank. And sometimes you're not the best equipped to go do that. But here, my buddies and I get stuck in, and we're starting to see the game develop because we're slow. And I think one of the most important lessons here is that you really want to try to find tanks that are isolated. And if you and your team can work well together, whether it's your platoon or just the pubbies who are in the game, pretty fantastic things can happen. So this is by no means exceptional gameplay. This is not a master class in armor angling or anything like that. You'll see make some pretty retarded moves. So we've got this IS-3 and I have got this IS isolated from the rest of his gang. And it presents a real opportunity. The IS isn't a horribly well-armored tank. And my gun can take a chunk out of him. And look, he wasted an APCR shell on a tier 6 tank. And here comes my buddy Grizz with the derp. And the IS-3's already put one in him. And I have a little trouble getting around Grizz's fat arse here. But, we're working this IS over pretty well. Tier 7 tank, he's an asset to his team, and he'll be out momentarily. Not to say that we didn't take a bit of a pounding doing it, though. I mean, this definitely could have been played better. But, getting stuck in. We're heavy tanks, even though we're tier 6 heavy tanks. And how often do you get to take a pop at artillery this early in a match? And of course, I do nothing but a crit roll. We can stay on top of him and hopefully remove him from the game. But not quite. And with Grizz being out, I could get stuck in and greedy, go chasing after that guy, but I decided to clear the street. And I've got this KV-5 who's coming up behind me to help, which is fantastic. So Skoda is really no match for T-150. I don't really have to do all that much work with the armor when my tracks get back on. Which, by the way, repairs and Brothers in Arms on these little guys is awesome. This Super Pershing comes over and takes a starch out of me, however, and once again it's another douche shooting APCR. And I put a nice shot into his cupola, and the KV-5 finishes him off. So automatically, I've lost my buddy Grizz, but now I've got this KV-5 who's letting me tank in front of him and really helping out, putting down the deeps. And I noticed that there's an IS-3 that my buddy Walt's taking pops at, and I think we probably have his backside. And yeah, there it is, the fuel tanks. You can see those, and I've got the Super Pershing's bulk to hide behind. Hey, look at that, 3 stars on that barrel. Firing APCR, piece of shit. You're dead now. And I still have the IS-3's ass, and boom! So the damage is really starting to rack up here, and I think at this point I'm pretty much done for the game. I have a smidge of health left. I don't really have the speed, etc., to go up there and help make a difference against that other IS-3. So I make my way back to the cap with my buddy Walt. Hopefully we can take down this artillery, get a few cap points, and that'll be the end of the game. For us, at least. But, got stuck in. 2,700 something damage. Was able to take the threat, take the other flank, put shots in the backside of higher tier tanks, use my limited mobility, go after isolated tanks, and really contribute to the team. So not a flashy game, not a whole lot of kills, not going to get a lot of medals for this game. But, the results were all right. I get another ace badge, get over 5,100 win 8, big contribution, top on damage in a tier 8 game that had some Unicums in it. I still hate that Super Pershing. I really hate him. Anyway, thank you very much.